Hello, welcome back to my channel. We are once again with the Ultimate Racing League for the Saturday Championship. Now this is race 2 of this is round 1 of this is round 1, race 2. Now obviously in race 1 we saw an emphatic victory from Stormfly. And anyway, race 2, the grid, there's no qualifying there. The grid was reversed from the previous race. In this race, when it comes to tyres, it is mediums and hards only, so they have to make a mandatory pit stop. As you can see, we are still at Road Atlanta. And this race, because there is a mandatory pit stop, there is one less lap to make sure there's enough fuel and tyre wear for the race. So anyway, starting on pole for race 2 will be Sid the Sloth. He is starting on the medium tyres. Mr. Cool Runnings, he starts second. He's on mediums. Phaser starts third, he's on the mediums. Mini starts fourth, he's on the mediums. Rufus starts fifth, he's on the first on the hards. Derview starts sixth, he's on the mediums. Stealth is in seventh, starting on the mediums. Grasshopper will be in eighth, he starts on the mediums. Silly Shot starts ninth on the hards. Brian Mechanic starts in 10th on the hards. Peter is 11th, starts on the hards. Unforgiven is 12th on the hards. And Stormfly, race 1 winner, starts in 13th and he is on the hards. So let's get this race going. Yeah, so let's get this 19 lap race going and see how the race unfolds. So Sid the Sloth gets us on the way. Just waiting for them 5 lights to go out and it's all go, 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 go. Sid takes him down to the first corner. And the second race is always more of a difficult race because you have the faster guys starting at the back. So looks like Phaser's already trying to get past. Oh, looks like Phaser got that all wrong, went off. Come back on, knocked. Oh, it's all happening here. We're just going to have to go back and have a look to see what's happened. So, because I went off, Rufus went off as well, so let's have a look to see what happened to Phaser here. Looks like he's up at the inside of Mr. Cool. So he got that all wrong. Gave Minnie a bit of a bump coming on. And then there was me, Rufus. So let's go back to have a look, see what happened to Rufus. I think he got put off by this. Oh, damn it. Coming through this corner. Took his brake. Oh, it looks like he might have got bumped from the back. I actually don't know, actually. I think he might have got a tiny bump but they wouldn't have realised. I don't know. Oh, there is a tiny bump there. But never mind. Accidents happen. Sometimes I don't realise when it's happened. But anyway, all them shenanigans out the way. Sid has got the lead. With Mr. Cool Runners there in second. Minnie there in third, Dirk there in fourth, Stealth there in fifth, Grasshopper there in sixth, Silly there in seventh, Bry eighth, Peter there ninth, Storm's trying to make hasn't made his, he's got up to 10th, he's got past Unforgiven at the moment. So how far up the grid is Stormfly going to be able to get up in this race? And then obviously there's Rufus there in 12th and Phaser there down in 13th. So Mystical Running has taken the lead off of Tita Sloth. So Cool Running's up to first with me there up to second. He's been hounded by Grasshopper and Dirk with half-second penalty at the moment. Looks like there's been another coming off. Let's just have a look. I think that was Silly went off. All coming together. Oh, it's just hard to tell what happened there. But that'll allow Rufus to maybe get a position back. Yep, so that's Rufus up to 11th. Silly's now down to 12th. So a lot of shenanigans in the first couple of laps. So hopefully everyone can cool down. So Cool's pulled away a little bit from Mini, with Mini in second, with Grasshopper there in second. Grasshopper's chasing after Mini at the moment, but they are in the same car. So there's not going to be much difference, but let's just see. So the top three are all on medium tyres. Well, the first person on the hards is Bright in 7th. So Stealth is hounding Dirk a bit at the moment. But they've got Sid in 4th. How long is Sid going to be able to... at the moment, he's managing to hold them up. Like he's got a trail of cars trying to get past. Looks like Dirk's trying to get past here. Goes up the inside of Nath. Oh, Dirk went all off. Oh no. What happened to Dirk? So he's up the inside of Nath. Oh, that's a difficult one to call there. So now he's going to have to try and get himself back up and running again. So that's pushed Dirk down to 10th place. He's got Rufus closing the gap on him now in 11th. So Silly there in 12th, Phaser there in 13th. A lot of shenanigans in the first 3 laps. So anyway, lap 3, Mystical Running still has the lead. He's being chased by Mini, and Mini's being chased by Grasshopper. Is Mini going to be able to go for a pass here? He is Mini definitely is trying to get past. Just got to have a drink because I think my voice is going. But anyway, Cool Runnings has got the lead with Mini hounding him, trying to get past. Hello to everybody who's watching. And Grasshopper is there just behind him in 3rd, looking for him to make a mistake to try and so he can capitalise on their mistake. Delphi is there in 4th. Then Bry there in 5th. Storm there in 6th. Storm is now obviously in 6th. He's hounding Bry the Mechanic Is Storm going to be able to go for a pass here? He is right in Brian the Mechanic's slipstream. They are side by side. Who's going to have the biggest cojones coming into this corner? That would be the Storm. So Storm's now up to 5th. So he's having a great race so far. Bry's there in 6th. Unforgiven has made his way up to 7th. And Sid is there in 8th now. He's now got Dirk closing the gap on him once again, so his first attempt trying to get past him failed. Will he be able to get past him this time? Yes, he does. So that's Dirk up to 8th, Sid down to 9th, and the first person into the pits would be Pete. And obviously he was on the hard tyres, so now he's going to be changing to the medium tyres. So anyway, lap 5, Mr. Cool Running still has the lead, with Mini there in 2nd. And Grasshopper right behind Mini now. But at the moment there's not like there's anything Grasshopper can do about getting past. At the moment this is a three-way battle for first. Mr. Cool Runnings has half-second penalty, so they could just stay behind him, and when he serves that penalty they will get past. Grasshopper is really trying to get past Mini. They are side by side here. Coming through, Grasshopper's got a half-second penalty as well. Mr. Cool Runnings has got a second. Grasshopper has got past here up to second, but now first and second are both going to have penalties to serve, so that's going to allow Mini to take the lead. Just goes right through the middle of the both of them. So that's Mini up to first, Grasshopper up to second. Mr. Cool Runnings down to third, so he's just dropped 2 places there. The Storm is there now up to 4th. He's got past Stealth, but Stealth is hounding him. Well, Storm is on the hard tyres, Stealth is on the medium tyres, so Stealth will have a little bit of the advantage here. The Storm's started to pull away from Stealth. It doesn't seem like there's anything that Stealth can do about the one and only Storm. Unforgiven, they're in 6th now. Brian the Mechanic there in 7th. He's got front bumper damage. And Dirk there in 8th. Rufus there in 9th. Sid there in 10th. He's a bit of away from Rufus now. Oh, he got it all wrong. And he spins it a little bit, but he was able to keep it on the track, so he hasn't lost that much time. But that'll allow Phaser to close the gap a bit onto him now. Pete there in 12th. And City there in 13th. But Grasshopper has taken the lead. He's got past Mini somewhere. So Storm and Rufus have both gone into the pits to get rid of their hard tyres, whereas Grasshopper carries on his medium tyres. He's just started to floor it now. He's leaving Mini in the dust. Mini is not that far behind, but he is dropping off a little bit. Mystical Runnings there, he's still keeping hold of third, and he's got a bit of a distance to Stealth there in fourth, with Alex there in fifth. He's gradually closing the gap on. Here comes Unforgiven going into the pits. Oh! Alex, Unforgiven, got that all wrong. Got to do a replay of that. That's one big blooper there for Unforgiven there. That won't help his race at all. That's a laughing moment, but that won't help his calls, hitting the brem, spinning him. That's great. That was just hilarious. But anyway, that won't help Unforgiven at all. That's now Bry's up to fifth, Dirk's up to sixth, with Storm's up to seventh now, in seventh now after his pit. Sid there in eighth, Phaser there in ninth. Unforgiven's coming out of the pits. He's come back out on the hards. The game has screwed him up. He was supposed to come out on mediums. He pressed mediums, but it's obviously the game has glitched for him, unfortunately. By the looks of it. So once again, they are back. Unforgiven and Peter are battling it out for that 10th position. Oh, Silly got that all wrong. He's being chased by the one and only Rufus. Comes out this, I think he hit the curb. I think he hit the curb too much. I think. Yeah, he hit too much curb, and unfortunately that spun him back out. So that's allowed Rufus to take that position off of him. So that's Rufus up to 12th. So Bry the Mechanic is now in the pits. So anyway, we are on lap 10. Grasshopper currently has the lead, and he's all purple. He's on a purple lap at the moment. Mini's still there in second. With Mr. Cool Runnings there in third still. He's doing well to hold on to that third spot. Stealth there in fourth. Dirk there in fifth. Storm there in sixth. Phaser there in seventh. Sid there in eighth. With Bry there in ninth. Having to chase Sid down. And then there's Unforgiven there in 10th, with Pete there in 11th. Looks like Pete's Pete's on the mediums, Unforgiven's obviously on the hard, so he's got Pete all over his rear bumper at the moment. Is this going to be another race where Pete's going to have to stare at Unforgiven's backside for the rest of the race? So Mystical Runnings has come in to the pits to change tyres, so has the one and only Stealth. So that will promote Stormflight, should promote Stormflight up to 4th position, yes it does. And he has just taken the fastest lap at the moment. Hello to everyone watching. So Mr. Cool Runnings is back out of the pits, but he's in 5th position. Phaser is there in 6th, right behind Mr. Cool. Who's on the faster tyre here? Ooh, it looks like Phaser's going to have to make a pit stop at some stage. So even if he gets past, he's still going to have to. He's going to have to pit anyway. But at the moment, obviously, Phaser is on the faster tyre. Then Brian Mechanic there in 7th. Pete in there in 8th, Unforgiven there in 9th, so Pete has been able to get past Unforgiven. Stealthy there in 10th, with Sidderstoff there in 11th, Rufus there in 12th, and Silly Shot there, he's actually dropped off quite a bit from Rufus there in 13th. So lap 12 of 19, Grasshopper is still leading. Minnie's still trying to chase him down, but there doesn't seem like there's anything Minnie can do about the one and only Grasshopper. It's going to be a matter of when are these two going to pit. But at the moment, Grasshopper does have a goodish lead over Minnie. Dirk there in 3rd, but he's going to have to pit soon as well. So the top 3 are all going to have to pit. Whereas Stormfly has pitted already. So it's going to be whether the top 3 are far enough ahead to see if Storm is able to take the lead once they all pit. We're going to have to wait and find out. So Phaser's there in 5th still, but he's going to have to pit shortly. Bry's there in 6th still, with Mr. Cool Runners there in 7th. He's been chased by Pete and Unforgiven. But Mr. Cool Runners is on the hards. Pete is on the faster tyre now, so Pete's gone for a pass and he's done it. Pete's up to 7th. Mr. Cool Runnings down to 9th. 8th. So Unforgiven there is in 9th. He's chasing down Mr. Cool Runnings. Can he get close enough to go and try and go for a pass here? Stealthy there in 10th spot. I was going to say he's all on his own, but he's not. He's got Rufus chasing him down in 11th. So it's hard tyre versus medium tyre. Let's just stay with these two, see if Rufus can close that gap and pass him. See, Rufus is getting closer and closer to Stealthy. And he is really close now. Definitely looked like Rufus got out of that corner better than Stealth did. Looks like Rufus has got a bit more pace than Stealth has. Right behind him, he comes out. Looks like he's going to try and try and go for a pass here, and he does. He gets past Stealth again. So that's Rufus up to 10th, Stealth down to 11th. So Fraser has now taken to the pits. That's going to allow Rufus to get up to 9th, and Stealth will go up to 10th. Let's have a look at it. We're at 15. So Grasshopper has now gone into the pits. This is the time. So has Minnie. What about Derg? Looking at it, Storm will definitely pass Derg in the pits. Derg is going in the pits now. Storm will definitely pass him, but will he be able to pass Grasshopper and Minnie? Where is Storm? He's just coming around now. And Storm's up to first position. He is taken over from Grasshopper, who was leading the race until the pits. Grasshopper also has a 3-second penalty as well to deal with, as that's his pit lane infringement. So Minnie's there in 3rd. Bry's there in 4th. Looked like he nearly got that all wrong, but he was able to hold it. Dirk there he's come out in 5th spot. He's got Pete chasing him and Unforgiven chasing him. Mystical Runners there in 8th. And you got Rufus there in 9th. He's pulled away from Stealth. Is Rufus going to be able to close that gap on Mystical Run-ins? We will have to see what happens here, because he is closing that gap on him gradually. Silly Shot there in 11th. Phaser there in 12th. And Sid the Schloff there in 13th, and he's being lapped by everyone again. So he hasn't had really a great couple of races, unfortunately. And Storm's he's got out in the lead and he's just stormed away. He literally has stormed away. Minnie has got past Grasshopper now. Sorry I missed that. So Minnie's up to 2nd with Grasshopper's down to 3rd. And they are both in the tyre, so there's no tyre advantage, no grip advantage. But looking at the times, Grasshopper must have made a mistake, allowing Minnie to get that 2nd spot. Looks like Grasshopper's trying to go for a pass here. Well, he has got past him, but it's Minnie going to be able to come back at him. So Minnie is right behind Grasshopper. He's pounding on the pressure to Grasshopper at the moment. So he's having to defend a lot against the Minnie. Bry there in 4th. Dirk there in 5th. with Unforgiven there in 6th, trying to close that gap on him, but they are both on the hard tyres, so there's no tyre advantage there, but Unforgiven is definitely closing that gap. Mystical Runnings there in 7th. He's got Rufus chasing him down. He's getting closer every lap, but with this lap and the last lap, can Rufus get past Mystical Runnings? But Mystical Runnings does have that half-second penalty now, so that's going to give Rufus the opportunity to get past. And it does, so Rufus is now up to 7th position. But it's mediums versus hards. Delphi there in 9th, Silly Shot there in 10th, Peter there in 11th. So he must have had it off somewhere. I missed it. Phaser there in 12th. Sid the Sloth there in 13th. So this is the final lap. Let's stay with Storm, bringing us down towards the end. He started in last position. He's made his way gallantly through the field to take a victory, second victory of the night, so and fastest lap, so well done to him. Grasshopper was able to hold on to second position. Well, I think Mini was ahead, so Grasshopper got back past. So Grasshopper finished second, Mini finished second, Bri finishes 4th. Dirk finishes 5th, Unforgiven finishes 6th. Rufus will finish in 7th. Mystical Runnings will finish 8th. Silly finish 9th. Pete will finish 11th. FaZe will finish in 12th spot, with Sid the Sloth finishing in 13th. Now that was race 2. Thank you everyone for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. I will see you next time for round 2 at Dragon Tail Seaside. So bye bye for now, and I hope you enjoyed.